tap your card, it beeps. You walk away with a bag full of things you didn't plan to buy. You don't remember deciding to buy most of them. But the real reason is far stranger than impulse control. It has almost nothing to do with willpower, and almost everything to do with a switch that flipped in your brain the moment cash disappeared from your wallet. Think about the last time you paid with paper money. You felt it. The weight of the bills leaving your hand. The thinning stack in your pocket. That feeling has a name. Researchers call it the pain of paying. It was first studied in depth by behavioral economists Drazen Prelec and Duncan Semester at MIT. In a now famous 2001 auction, they sold identical tickets to a sold-out basketball game to two groups. One group could only pay with cash, the other could only pay with a credit card. The credit card group bid, on average, roughly twice as much for the exact same ticket. Same seats, same game, same night, double the price just because of how people were allowed to pay. Why would the payment method double what your brain thinks something is worth? Here's the reframe. Your brain doesn't just calculate the cost of a purchase. It calculates the discomfort of parting with the money. And cash creates far more discomfort than plastic ever will. When you hand over a bill, your brain processes it almost like a small loss. Neuroscientists have found that regions associated with physical pain and disgust light up when people are asked to spend cash on something they consider expensive. Handing over a card barely registers the same way. There's no visible reduction, no stack getting smaller, no moment of physically letting go. The purchase still costs the same, but the pain has been engineered out of the transaction. This is not an accident of modern life. It's the entire business model behind cashless payment. Every tap, swipe, or click is designed to shorten the emotional distance between wanting something and having it. The less friction you feel, the less your brain treats spending as a loss. And the less it feels like a loss, the easier it becomes to say yes again. And again? Have you ever opened a food delivery app just to look, and ended up ordering dinner in under 90 seconds? That's not a coincidence. That's the pain of paying, quietly removed from the process. Economist George Lowenstein, who helped define this concept alongside Prelec, describes spending as a kind of internal negotiation. Your present self wants the item. Your future self will have to deal with the consequences. Cash forces that negotiation to happen in real time, right there at the register, because you can physically see what you're giving up. Digital payment lets your present self win almost every single time, because your future self isn't in the room to argue back. So what happens when you remove the referee from every financial decision you make? You spend more, not because you suddenly want more things, but because the cost of wanting has been made invisible. There's a second layer to this, and it's even stranger than the first. A study led by marketing researchers Priya Rakubir and Joydeep Srivastava found that people don't just spend more with cards. They also remember spending less than they actually did. Participants who paid with a card consistently underestimated their own totals afterward, while cash payers were far more accurate. Your brain isn't just easier to convince at the moment of purchase. It's also quietly rewriting the receipt in your memory afterward, which means the real cost of cashless convenience isn't just overspending in the moment. It's losing an accurate picture of your own financial life altogether. Think about your phone right now. How many apps on it can charge you without you touching a wallet at all? Subscriptions renew silently. One-click checkouts skip confirmation. Tap to pay skips the screen entirely. Each of these systems was refined, tested, and optimized by companies whose growth depends on you feeling as little friction as possible. Not because they're malicious. Because friction is proven again and again to reduce revenue. You are not undisciplined. You are responding exactly the way a human brain is built to respond, when the pain of paying is engineered away. So here's the counterintuitive twist. The solution isn't more willpower. Willpower was never actually the variable being tested. Some people withdraw weeks of spending money in cash and use nothing else. Some set up a manual confirmation step before every non-essential purchase. Some simply say the price out loud before they tap. All of these do the same thing. They reintroduce the moment of felt cost that cashless payment was designed to remove. It doesn't mean going back to stuffing bills under a mattress. It means recognizing that the ease of a system is not the same thing.